Hello everyone, I am Taureor, and I got burnt out on Hearts of Iron 4, so I stopped playing it for about 2 months. Now, I'm back. And what better way to get back into gear than to play my favorite country ever? I've played almost all the paths for Poland, why do it again? Why rehash the old stuff? But then I realized I haven't actually played a game with Prince Michael of Romania leading the Polish and Romanian Union. Well, I did, but in multiplayer, so that doesn't count. Thus, today we're uniting Poland and Romania against Germany and the Soviet Union. And I'm excited, not because it's particularly challenging or anything like that, but because I just love playing Poland so much. Regular difficulty, I'm in mode historical focuses. As usual, let's go. It just feels so cozy to boot up as Poland again. I've missed this, but I have forced myself to take a longer break so I can fully enjoy the game again. See, burnout is a real thing for a YouTuber. It's like, you have a hobby, then you turn it into a job, which is wonderful, but then suddenly you don't have a hobby, just a job, which is tragic really. But hopefully that will be resolved now, because I genuinely feel excited at this moment. Right, Poland-Romania, what do we need for that? We need to go monarchist and then get the Hohenzollern monarch. Then we can merge Poland and Romania, fulfilling the intermarum concept, because we will be touching both seas. First we assemble the Regency Council. We want to go down here pretty quickly so that we can start getting some serious political power, since the April Constitution is robbing us of that. Assemble Regency Council. Now, the industry. We have 3 years to prepare for wars. We could attack someone earlier, we might actually do that, but only smaller countries. That will not really be a problem for us. So, civilian industry first. Actually, maybe infrastructure first. Where do we have the most slots? Let's do Katowice, because it has lots of resources and also lots of slots. So, civilian industry there. As for military stuff, those planes aren't gonna do much. It's important to have lots and lots of infantry equipment if you want to survive the German assault, because we just have to entrench ourselves and shoot at them. But some support equipment will also be necessary. So how about this much? Don't forget to create a spy agency. Oh, I really didn't think I would enjoy this. It's like getting out your favorite pair of slippers after a long time. Just so comfortable. Electronic mechanical engineering and machine tools and construction. There we go. What else? We want to have a lot of troops in the field. Will I actually need them to take over Romania? I don't remember. I think I might need to send them some guns. But again, I do not remember exactly. And that's actually kind of exciting that I don't remember. I am going to train more troops. We'll use the cavalry brigade just to get lots into the field. And that's about it, really. Let's unpause and speed the game up. Oh, and priorities. Operations and garrisons, highest priority. Reinforcements and upgrades on the lowest for now. And get me all that cavalry. Embargoed economy is a bit of a problem, but once we annex Romania, we'll have access to the Black Sea and we can trade through there. Spies. We need 5 upgrades at least. Let's start with cryptology. Regency Council has been assembled. Now we fulfill the 5th of November Act and start electing a king for our country. Then we can worry about the peasant strike, which is also something we have to take care of. But don't worry too much, there's still a lot of time to deal with it. First spy, who do we have here? Let's get the linguist. Start building a spy network, and you guessed it. Germany. Did you guess it? You probably guessed it. Cryptology department complete. Start upgrading it, and also decrypt Germany. We fulfilled the 5th of November Act. Now we choose a king by event, as you probably know, so we can leave these alone for now. And we have to move over here to the 4-year plan. Why? Because we need to do the agrarian reform or deal with the peasant strike. And why would we deal with the peasant strike if we don't have to? The 4-year plan, please. Our civilian industry is not doing so well, but don't worry about it too much. We're spending a lot on the spies, and also we will relatively soon be getting out of embargoes. Oh yeah, deploy the guys ahead of time. Oh, let's not forget, we also have to promote our guy to a field marshal. Nope. Don't have the points yet. My mistake. Friedrich Christian claims the throne. That's the Lithuanian claimant. No. 4-year plan complete. Let's do the Polish School of Mathematics. That's going to give us a research slot, and the research slot is worth quite a lot. Then we can do the reform. Our political power is much healthier now that we've removed the penalty. Mechanical computing, please. The Habsburg candidate. And this is the guy that lets us do a union with Czechoslovakia. A very cool path. You can oppose Germany much earlier, but not this time. Oh, I forgot to upgrade my spy agency. I want 5 upgrades, so we have an extra spy. Interception group. Basic machine tools are done. I do like to stack up industry upgrades early on, because they do pay off by giving us a bigger industry over time. Crown Prince Michael of Romania. Yes, exactly the one we want. See, Romania has a king problem. We'll remedy that. Uniting the thrones? Yes, please. We now have a king King Michael I. Now, we have to go down this path, but we also have to be wary of the peasant strike. Fill railway gaps is 70, and the agrarian reform will be fine if we start it before the peasant strike triggers. So how many focuses can I do before seeing to the peasant strike? We have 190 days left, so I can do one focus that is not towards dealing with the peasant strike. Unless it's a short one, but there are no short ones here. Let's do restoration of the royal Sejm, so we can get some extra unaligned support. And perhaps I should have skipped the extra research slot so I could do these two before the peasant strike, but no matter. Restoration of the royal Sejm and improved machine tools. 4 slots. Wonderful. Long live the king. Also, radio interception complete. Let's do army department. How's our network? In Germany. Wrong tab. Switch to operations. 52%. So we could actually start preparing a collaboration government, but we can't because we only have one operative. Soon. Ethiopia capitulates, which is fortunately not my problem. Oh, what is my problem is that I forgot to spend my political power when it reached 150. We should definitely do that and hire who? Stanisław Wojciechowski, the noble bureaucrat. Because 15% political power gain and 5 stability, which is actually quite a lot. Construction 2 with a boost. 1 more upgrade and we'll get an extra spy. Let's do the pills, which I shall not explain on YouTube. Royal Sejm has been restored, and we have 120 days until the peasant strike. Unfortunately, that means we can't seek internal Romanian support right now. Instead, we have to fill the railway gaps. The pills are done, which means spy number 2 is almost ready. Now let's use 100 political power to improve worker conditions. Why? Because stability affects everything a little tiny bit. So let's do that. Also, we can stop improving the spy agency for now. We have 5 upgrades, and operative is coming. Got 80 divisions in the field. I don't have the manpower for it, but I will. New spy. Let's get Renata Piotrowska, who is an escape artist, which is always handy. Go on, go to Germany, and start plotting a collaboration government. Commence when ready. Automatic repeat will not work without an elusive gentleman. Fortunately, we do have a lot of time. I will still mark it to automatically repeat, so I know when it fails. Well, let's go. It will take them a while to prepare, mostly because of the support equipment, but also the factories. I can always disband some units that have support equipment, and this will fill up. We filled in the railway gaps. The peasant strike will start in 49 days, but if we start agrarian reform, which we do now, this mission gets extended and we're all good. Our construction? Oh, not too great because of the mission. Anti-combatant pact. It's not like it's gonna do much. Nah. Refuse. Construction 2 complete. 3 is too far ahead of time. We could do guns, or we can do radio. Let's do radio for now. Next up, concentrated industry 2. And what else? Competing machine. Ahead of time, but it affects all future research, so it is worth it. Agrarian reform complete. No more peasant strike, and we have some political power to spend. I am going to hire Aleksander Kakowski, who's going to bring us stability to a whopping 95%, and also give some non-line support. It gives us political power, consumer goods, factory output, everything. Now, we move over to the political part of our tree and seek internal support in Romania. This will let us start affecting Romania's internal politics. Now also, I should finally promote the field marshal. We have 2 good choices, Roman Abraham and Władysław Anders. I actually had family who served in this guy's army, so let's make him a field marshal. We already have Rydz Śmigły, but thorough planner is not exactly a perfect trait. Let's research the CKM WZ-25 and Moździerz WZ-18 is how that would read in Polish. Support weapons, essentially. Let's not use these. We have better uses for our political power right now. Oh, and we got a point here. Let's do reinforced stocks. See how much political power we're getting, thanks to the advisor and all that stability. And when the improved working conditions finish, we're going to be at almost 100%. Now, this is still preparing because of the support equipment. I should give more factories to that. A bit of a mistake. 3 factories, please. Almost ready for the operation. Yeah, I should have been making more support equipment from the get-go. Alright, seek internal Romanian support. Now this is going to take us some political power or some factories. Sadly, we can only start using the factories once they have 25 monarchist support. Or we can send them guns once we finish the appropriate focus. I don't really feel like spending political power on this, and we still have plenty of time. So let's arm monarchist militants. With this, we'll be able to start increasing the support without spending political power. Of course, by spending political power, we could make this happen faster, but Romania is building up their forces, they're building up their industry, and we will take over all of that. So delaying is not really a big deal. Enough political power to do stuff. Let's hire Kazimierz Sosnowski, the army defense expert, so we can start getting army experience. How's the spying? Slow. We can now send guns. To do that, we will need Yes, guns. No matter, I still have some of these guys training, and they do have infantry equipment. So I'll just cancel 3 of these without actually unpausing the game, and we temporarily have those guns in stock. They will be redistributed momentarily, but not just yet. So I can click this button and done. Now, next focus. We need to wait for King Michael's coup. Establish royal guards doesn't really do much. We're not strong enough for Between the Seas, which leaves economic focuses. Or preparing for the war, I suppose. I want to expand the University of Warsaw for another research slot. So let's do Central Region Strategy. And boost our Field Marshal. Offensive, organizer, and charismatic. Although we might want to switch him out for Władysław Sikorski with defensive doctrine, at least for the early years of the coming wars, for the extra entrenchment. No, I'll just keep the offensive guy. Chinese United Front. How's our spy operation? It has started. Good. We'll want to hire an elusive gentleman soon, so we can have 3 spies to maintain the network when the operations happen. Also, we have decrypted Germany. Excellent. Let's do Moscow now. Construction is going fine. New Polish industry. And we can send guns again. Actually, I could have sent guns again a few days ago, because this takes 30 days. Cancel 3 of those, that's 1,200 guns, and immediately send them to Romania. When this is done, we'll be at 30 claim strength, and then we can continue sending guns and also investing in Romania with civilian factories. This way we do not sacrifice political power. Let's hire Jan Kowalewski, the elusive gentleman. This gives us a 3rd spy slot. Oh, I should get a German. Let's do localized training centers. When the slot is open, we'll hire a German spy. It's time for research. We do have 1 boost here. We could do construction 3, or possibly concentrated 3. Yeah, I'll use it for concentrated 3, because factory output does count for quite a lot. So for now, infantry equipment improved. New Polish industry is done. Now, we don't have enough factories for the University of Warsaw, but once we annex Romania, we will. And we can now invest. Can we invest? We don't have factories right now, because... Oh, I'm spending them on upgrading my spy agency. This is temporary. Well, in the meantime, I can do the guns thing again. There you go. Arm militants. Suppose we could sway some generals as well, although it's just 1 random general, so it's not really worth 25 political power. Let's invest in Eastern Poland. This will give us 4 factories. Japan attacks. Well, spy available, but I want a German, so let's wait a moment until this finishes. Localized training centers. Done. Now we go to the Decisions tab, and... where's my German? Here it is. Needed to unpause for a day. Here we go. German spy, go to Germany. Build up the network again. Probably should have done that a bit earlier. Then we wouldn't have lost all the network progress. But it's fine. Now we invest in the Kingdom of Romania, increasing claim strength. Let's also do Browning better infantry stuff. I'll use my bonus on Concentrated Industry 3. It is very much ahead of time, but factory output 15% is quite huge. Couldn't do a collaboration government again because not enough network strength, but it's fine. Did we get 45? No, 30% only. No matter, we just need to do this twice more. 100% stability. Nice to have that. We can arm militia again. 3 units. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Send guns. Investment finishes. Let's invest in Romania again. A few more investments and we can take over with a coup. Up to 50. It'll be 60 with this. Send more guns. And their way. 1, 2, 3. Here, have more guns. Right, with these it'll be 75. But we need 80, I think, to start the plan. Let's have a look. King Michael's coup, yeah, requires 80 monarchy support. So we'll just continue expanding our economy. Invest in the old Polish region. We could go with partial mobilization, but civilian economy is not that bad, I suppose. And when Germany attacks in 2 years, we'll be able to go to war economy directly. Is it worth spending 155 political power to get 2 years of partial mobilization? It's a 10% consumer goods difference and 30% construction speed difference. Honestly, I don't think it's that important at the moment. I think we should invest in advisors and in some manpower. Switch to limited conscription instead. Although, what else do we have here? We could get some supply hubs going, but I think we're okay on supply hubs. Let's have a look. This looks pretty good. Suppose we could invest in expanding them in Romania once Romania is ours. And there's not enough world tension for propaganda. Yeah, let's just stay on civilian economy for now. The difference is not large enough for me to care. Limited conscription it is. And we have enough network strength to do another collab government in Germany. Let's send the linguist because he became German, and the German because she's German. That'll give them extra chances. Our industry is fine, actually, thanks to all the focuses we're doing about that. And let's not forget to invest in... Oh, I did the operation. Can I cancel? How many days is that? You know what, let's just cancel and refund this for now. just so I can invest in the Kingdom of Romania again. Hey, I cancelled this. It should disappear. Alright, it disappears now. Yeah, I want to invest in the Kingdom of Romania again. With this we'll have 75, with this we'll have 85, and then we just arm the guys again, we'll get to 100. Now that I have taken the decision, I can once again prepare the club government. It does consume a lot of factories, but it will make defeating Germany easier and much more profitable. We do have some command power. Let's use it to boost our commander, Field Marshal Edward Rydz-Śmigły and Władysław Sikorski. Do we need to promote anybody else? Don't think so, no. Monarchy support at 75, so I won't be able to go straight into King Michael's coup just yet, because it needs 80. Well, we'll get some more industry in that case. Once again, we do have a lot of time still. So we modernize congressional factories for 4 extra factories. And we arm monarchist militants again by cancelling 3 of these guys. Do that, and I will add some more to the deploy queue, so we don't run out of the reserve options. I will be modifying the template, but that can wait a bit longer. Can't invest, because we don't have the factories, but we will just arm monarchist militants again, just before the focus finishes, so that, you know, because they can decrease the claim strength, we're limited to 100, but if we arm them again right before we finish our focus to the coup in Romania, it should be at 100, and thus eliminate the possibility of a civil war happening there, which we do not want. How many days does the coup focus take? 70 days. Alright. So when we are 30 days in, more or less, I will start arming the guys again, just in case. Meanwhile, how is Germany? Still in preparation. At least now we have enough support equipment for everybody. We've modernized congressional factories. We still can't expand the University of Warsaw, need 10 more factories for that. But what we can do is King Michael's coup. Thus, rule over Romania. This takes 70, and arming the militants takes 30. See, they have reduced the claim strength already, by some decision. Should I arm the militants twice? No, I'll just arm them once right before this ends. Let's do better guns. It is ahead of time, but if we start producing them earlier, well, we'll have more of them. They're pretty good. In 32 days, this coup will happen. So now I will start arming them again. Same way, as usual, send guns. Oh, and I can invest in the Kingdom of Romania as well. Did the operation launch? Might have. I will do that too. Why? Well, because if they decrease the claim strength again, even if it's just 95% and not 100, I will still have the possibility of a civil war happening, and that would waste a lot of resources. Which is why we're making sure to maximize this. And yes, the operation did in fact launch already, which is why we have some factories available. Let's do improved radio and improved computing machine. Coup will finish in a week. Claim strength is 90. We're going overkill with this. It is 100, and here comes the coup. Oh, they still did the civil war. That's weird. I thought that only happened if the claim strength was below 100. That's a pity. See, it's not really a problem, because with the claim we had, our Romania is going to be much stronger. However, this still wastes resources when they fight each other. Alright, can you win really quickly? Or do I have to take another focus? Let's see. You can, in fact, win really quickly. Kingdom of Romania was annexed, and they become my puppet. Specifically, a personal union. And I can request their forces. Cool. Actually, I could keep them as a personal union. This way, they wouldn't get invaded by the Germans, at least not directly, and I could still use their forces to fight the Germans on a smaller front line. But I think it's still better if we annex them. We can also get Hungary if we're lucky. So we merge the internal governments and annex Romania. Also, more cavalry, please, because I need a lot of troops in the field to intimidate Hungary later. Spain has been annexed, and we have 300 political power almost. Let's hire an infantry expert. Gonna need that. Oh, they're doing industrial effort. Actually, if I let them stay like this for a while, they could get extra factories, which would benefit me in the long run, but I do want to take over Hungary, so we can't really delay this anymore. Oh, our collaboration government operation succeeded, and we got 45%. Excellent. Which means we have a total of 75 right now. Even if this operation is only mildly successful, we will still be at 100% collaboration in Germany. And we merge the internal governments, thus becoming Poland-Romania. And we have Intermarum. Well, technically, we don't have the faction. I think we should become a major country soon, though. We have 68 factories and a cool flag. Well, regardless, we will now institute a royal dictatorship. Then demand Slovakia and Hungary, for which I don't know if I need to increase relations with these people. Probably not, but I will do it just for roleplay reasons. Or maybe they're more receptive. I definitely need to intimidate them, though. And I have acquired the Romanian army. Let's put it in a separate group, not the cavalry. I'm not sure if I should switch them out of this. Maybe. That would give us some artillery when I make a uniform template for everybody. But once again, this can wait a bit. Right now what matters is just getting a lot of troops into the field so we can intimidate Czechoslovakia and Hungary. I'm not sure if I need to prevent them from going fascist for this to work, because I don't remember the details, but that's actually quite refreshing. We'll risk it. If Hungary does not agree, oh well, I'll just take them over when I fight the Germans. Right, what do we do next? Construction and machine tools? Machine tools will help a bit. Construction can wait. Oh, and now we have free dockyards and we can get out of embargoed economy, which we shall do now. We'll switch to free trade. It will take some of our resources, but it gives us a tremendous boost to research, construction, factory output and dockyards. Do that. No longer an embargoed economy. It's all our core territory now, also. Which is great. Lots of manpower. It's almost time to start organizing our army. But for now, let's just intimidate Czechoslovakia. Hopefully you guys won't be too poorly equipped over here. Well, supplied, not equipped. And I do have dockyards, so let's make some convoys. Sadly, due to free trade, we're now missing steel, but it's not a big deal. The factory output bonus and the construction boost and all that, it's worth it. Let's buy from France. Oh, we can't because we're using the factories on the collab government. Don't repeat that as the last one. But it's almost done anyway. Coalition government has launched. We can now buy our needed resources. Go on, France. This will do. And let's make some military factories in Warsaw. Oh yeah, deploy the troops. Lots of them. We have instituted a royal dictatorship. Now time for some bullying. We're going to demand Slovakia and save it from German occupation, as well as try and take over Hungary. They're not fascist yet. Hopefully they won't be by the time I finish this. And we've decrypted Germany and the Soviet Union. I guess I'll start decrypting Italy, although it is not crucial. It's time we invested in a bit of artillery. I'm not really producing artillery. Infantry weapons are more important to me right now. I need a lot of troops to stop the German advance. But we did inherit some artillery from Romania. Should be enough to give everybody a support company. Come on, everybody, intimidate Czechoslovakia. And after we're done with Czechoslovakia and with Hungary, I will standardize the templates and prepare to fight. We might also build some forts along the German border. How much political power should we save? We're gonna have a lot of it with the modifiers we have. Maybe I was too stingy with it earlier. Still, we'll need 154 war economy, at least 154 manpower. We'll need a military theorist, and actually we don't need that much. Some more stability and war support won't go amiss, I suppose. No, actually, if Czechoslovakia refuses, do we get a war goal? If we do get a war goal, should we attack them? They're still guaranteed by the Brits. But if we do get a war goal, and then Germany takes Sudetenland, maybe we could quickly invade and take the rest. No, just in case, I should probably organize these guys into proper armies. Even if we do attack, we will not be doing so immediately, so let's just let them organize themselves like this. Deploy more troops to intimidate them. What do you say, Czechoslovakia? They refuse. Oh, this gives me a war goal, but if I attack now, I would have to fight the Allies, which is not ideal, of course. However, I could attack when Sudetenland is taken. I would have to defeat them before Germany does fate of Czechoslovakia, but still, that could be good for us. Well, in any case, let's try and get Hungary on our side. And we can start standardizing the templates. This is our infantry division. If I add support artillery and then transform everybody into this, I think it should be fine. Some recon, some support artillery. We could also add engineers, but I probably won't have enough support equipment for that. But we can make that decision after we've deployed them. Let's duplicate it so we still have the original and just call it inf plus sup for support. And I'm gonna switch everybody into this. They'll lose some experience. Okay, maybe not the mountaineers. Switch to that, and let's make sure we have a full army group of this template. This should do. We got Zaorozhye, which is not a nice thing, and Munich agreement happens. I could attack now. They are no longer guaranteed by anybody. Oh, is there anybody on the border, actually? Not really. You know, perhaps I should attack. Yeah, I am saving you from German annexation by annexing you myself. This might be a big mistake, especially since I can't actually support all these troops. I'm gonna do it with just 3 armies. You guys can go back to being a placeholder. Actually, I will make a new division design. Just 1 bit of cavalry. That will also be useful for garrisons. And we'll switch all these guys to this. That way, all the support and infantry equipment can reinforce the main divisions. I should have prepared this attack a little bit earlier, but I really thought they would accept. Oh well, I didn't plan on being aggressive with you, but if it is necessary to beat the Germans, then I will. I wonder what happens if I puppet them and Germany does fate of Czechoslovakia. Wait, if I annex them, do they get a war goal on me when doing fate of Czechoslovakia? And if they do, am I ready to fight them? Oh, I know what I have to do. I have to annex everything with the exception of 1 province of Czechoslovakia, so they have something to take. But what would I leave to them? I could leave this bit, then they won't be able to send any troops here anyway. Yes, that's something we could do. But are you guys ready? Not really, but neither are they, so I think I'll just bite the bullet and do it. Yeah, it's a risk, but let's try it. We declare war on Czechoslovakia. Go and try to rush their capital. Oh, Restore Poland-Hungary. Why can't I do this? Oh, I have to be at peace. I did not pay attention to that tidbit. That's a pity. I would be devastated if I lost Hungary thanks to this action. Let's expand the University of Warsaw and try to take them over quickly. There's no resistance yet, no serious resistance. Perhaps I can go around them. And I know it's mountains and all that, but I am taking them unawares, let's say. So they should have very little organization, and thus let me break through here. Also, we'll get some army experience. Speaking of which, let's get a military theorist and use that army experience to get some doctrines. I think I'll stick to Grand Battle Plan this time. So this bit. Come on, we're almost there. Oh, why did the cavalry also attack? No. I suppose I probably manually told them to do so. Run. We're not combat ready. We got across. Excellent. Now let's try and cut them off here. Oh, they're leaving the province. Excellent. No, stop it. Don't. Do not interrupt them when they're making a mistake. Now go here. Alright, switch to balanced, and we should get through here soon enough. But will we get through here before Germany does fate of Czechoslovakia? I do have my spies here. What are you doing? Oh, I don't know your focus. Really? With 3 spies? I guess I'll do economy and civilian. Maybe that will let me see. Attack here. We have researched the better guns. Let's start making them. Oh, before we do that, any more trades here? Yes. Now we start making them with the variant thingy. And we're going to need some more steel. Wait, why did this cancel? Kingdom of Hungary has to be at peace. Oh, maybe I'm temporarily lost troops in the field. That might be it. Let's do that again and switch some of these guys to a bigger template so I don't mess this up again. Okay, well, one thing is I messed up by attacking Czechoslovakia because I couldn't get past here. But Germany apparently did fate of Czechoslovakia and they attacked Czechoslovakia right now. And they're offering me a non-aggression pact, which is... okay, I guess I'll take that. And let's see. Well, for a moment I thought I could join the faction, but no. Can they do Danziger War if they have a non-aggression pact with me, though? Well, it looks like they can, yeah. Let's see if we get Hungary out of this. Hungary does cede to us, and we are now the overlord of Hungary. Also, we've been fighting Czechoslovakia for a long time, and oh, damn it, we lost 200 people. 200,000 people. Okay, it was a mistake to attack them. I thought I would catch them unawares and get through here quickly to get to Prague. Clearly a mistake, but we're an Ironman, we live with our mistakes, we recover from our mistakes, and we still win. I hope. So I'm not going to restart this. I'll just live with the mistake I made. Also, nationalist education. So what happens now? Do I get the majority of war score? I should, because Germany will finish them off, but we did most of the fighting. Then least from Hungary, sure. I only regret... Oh wait, I'm at war. I could have gone to war economy when I attacked them. It's a mistake that I didn't. It's too late now, because they're too weak for this to still work, but yeah, I should have done this. Regardless, Czechoslovakia concedes. They're done. We have 70% war score. Should be enough to take everything. The question is, do we want to take everything? Maybe we should make them a puppet. You know, I think we should make a puppet out of Czechoslovakia. Maybe even 2 puppets. This will let us work on the front line with the Germans. It will look bad, but yeah, I'll do that. First we'll satellite Slovakia as a separate country, then we'll also puppet Czechoslovakia. I have way more war score than Germany, so it should work. Contest them on everything, while we also give more to Slovakia. Go on, I should have enough war score to demand this from Germany. Looks like I'm getting everything, and I still have 90 war score left. Can I add war reparations? Yeah. So I thought it was a mistake to attack, but maybe this will actually turn out for the better for us. Sure, we did lose a lot of soldiers, which was a big mistake on my part. But we have gained a Czechoslovakian puppet, with a pretty decent focus tree, and a new Slovakia puppet, which is generic, but we will get some troops from them. Did Czechoslovakia get their troops back? No. They all died. That's a pity. I am getting some of their factories, and the important thing about puppets is that you can use them for border control against the AI. So Germany will have to garrison all this, including Hungary. And I won't. The only downside to what happened here is that we lost 200,000 soldiers, which I admit was a pretty big mistake. Well, and I could have upgraded my laws using this situation. But all is well that ends well, and this should end up well for us. Let's prepare to fight the Germans. Normally I'm actually tempted to scrap this and start over and not make the mistake. So actually do let me know in the comments. Maybe I'll make a poll for that too. Would you find it more entertaining if I just cut my losses now and did it again without the mistake I did by attacking Czechoslovakia? Or would you prefer to see me recover from my mistake and still win, even though I made it? I think recovering has its own merit, so I will continue. And if we lose, that's why. Also, prepared defense. Right, army standardization and all that. How many troops do I need? How many troops can I afford? 1 full army group should suffice. We'll prioritize attacking the Königsberg area. 36 units up here and 84 down here. It should be enough. enough to hold the line and then strike back. Once again, I do not have to worry about Czechoslovakia, Slovakia or Hungary because Germany will just not attack them. They're technically separate countries and they will be left out of the fighting. At least they should be. Next up, let's give you guys some generals. Oh, and you got a level. Infantry expert, please. And exercise. I didn't actually expect Hungary to cave and become my subject, but what we could do is take their forces and command them directly. Request forces is just 13 units, but even 13 units can make a difference. I will add them to the attack on Königsberg. Here, have a general and a field marshal. And these are reserves. I probably should disband half of them. Factories. Some more military ones, please. In Romania. Germany did sign a non-aggression pact with us, but that doesn't really mean much. We are using recon, so let's boost that and have a look at our equipment. We do have quite a lot of support equipment, not enough to include engineers. I should be making more. I should be making some artillery too. Oh wait, let's check the mountaineer templates. I don't really need to use those anymore. Yeah, everybody just standardize. Grand Assault. I still don't know what focus they're doing. But when they're doing Danzig War, I will get a warning. Also, I should probably infiltrate their military. Infiltrate army. And stop decrypting Italy. German Reich claims memo. I wonder, will I get guaranteed by the Allies? That is actually quite important here. I might not. We got extra defense and attack on core territory, and they're doing Danzig War. I suppose we could have built forts, not really a big fan of that. Now what we can do is bypass Danzig. Let's do that. We can bypass banning the Nazis and prepare for the next war. A bit of a boost to our doctrine, and the UK guarantees our independence. Good, it will help a little bit. Let's also disband half of these guys. I don't need that many. We'll make you a skirmisher, and you, we won't make you into anything. Italy joins the Axis. I think it is time to stop exercising. All is well, as much as it can be. Now, Air Force. Used up quite a bit on Czechoslovakia, unfortunately, but we still have enough to maybe get superiority here. Operate from Warsaw. And we'll do new military academy. Some excavation, maybe. Time for some more factories. Let's do it here and here. Maybe too close to the front lines, but we should be able to hold them off. Almost infiltrated their army. That's going to help a bit. Now, let's distribute you around their country. I suppose I can do some radio propaganda now. Isn't it time you attacked me? I can see what they've done. I can't see what they're doing. Oh, here it is. Danzig War. Actually, the prudent way to do this is to just give it up, fight the Soviet Union, defeat the Soviet Union, and then turn back and fight the Germans. But where's the fun in that? Danzig will remain. Gdańsk, do your worst. Because if you do your best, I might not survive. Go on then. Let's see where this leads. We do have a non-aggression pact, so theoretically, they can't declare war on me, can they? They have a war goal and a non-aggression pact with me. No, looks like the non-aggression pact got cancelled. Okay then. They are bringing troops to our borders. We should be able to withstand them, and they declare war. Okay, good. Attack. We'll take out Königsberg while weathering their attacks here, hopefully, and then turn on them and attack. They should not be at full strength here because they're also garrisoning Czechoslovakia, Slovakia, and Hungary. Oh, Hungary, give me those troops. Request forces. There's no need to defend this because these guys are not in a war. A human player would declare war on them, but Germany is not a human player. What I can do now is extensive conscription and war economy. I could actually do total mobilization. Perhaps we should, as we will stay at war for a long time. Then we can do women in the workforce, but that would cost 5 stability. It's fine, I have a lot of political power. Yeah, we'll do full mobilization. You can always go down to war economy later. Women in the workforce, improved working conditions, and that's about it for now, I think. Yeah, let's see how well we can withstand the German attack. Have a reinforcement. Also another one from you. Looking good so far. We're making progress in Königsberg, and we're withstanding their assault on all sides. What's that? The Allies want stuff. They are inviting me into the Allies. Well, this is a bit of a problem, you see, because I have a collaboration government. It will not get erased if I join the Allies, but I won't be able to make a new one in the Soviet Union. Then again, I could use the help, I think. Do I really need a collab government in the Soviet Union? I'm mostly focusing on Germany right now. I don't think I need to join the Allies. You know what? Let's not be too greedy about the Soviet Union and their coalition governments. I can still get cores and claims there, I think. Through some focuses, can't I? Where is that? Well, no, all those require the Lithuanian guy. Whatever. I'll be happy with just having super good collaboration in Germany. So I will, in fact, join the Allies, and I will accept your lend-lease. Come on in. Send your troops to help me defend. They can't call in my puppets, can they? I'm pretty sure they can't. So far, this is looking good. How's my trade? Fine. I'm not sure how France is delivering this. Is Italy not in the war? Italy is not in the war, so it's going through Italy. Reinforcements, please. How are the casualties? Acceptable. Once we're done with Königsberg, I can do a counteroffensive. Actually, I could do a counteroffensive right now because, as you can see, there are just no troops here. How about we move in here? No, alright, stop. At least you stop. They're reorganizing their troops right now. These guys are on super fast movement. I'm going to take a risk and activate the attack order into Germany proper. I think we'll make progress. We do get a boost on cold territory, but this all looks very promising. See? You Hungarians, go aggressive. It's not my manpower anyway. Standardized equipment. And can we invest in a doctrine? Yes, we can. Infiltration, please. And armored operations. Come on, Hungarians, kill them. Right, this is some good progress. Because Germany is stretched thin here. They have also not attacked Belgium and the Netherlands yet. Soon I'll be done with Memel and we can send reinforcements. Eliminate them. What is my war score? 94%. Excellent. But I will go cautious. There's no need to get high casualties against the Germans. How's my mobilization? Far from complete. And you can become an infantry specialist. Got one of those already. Reinforcements coming. Should I stop the attack? No, there are still places where this will be effective. I will also send the Hungarians in the north. Perhaps we can even reach Denmark. Hungarians will be balanced, while the Polish forces will be cautious. How are we on logistics? Not too great, actually. Have enough support equipment. We do not have enough guns or artillery. Fortunately, Italy has still not joined the war, so France is safe-ish. Since I have joined the Allies, I could become the spy master. Let's do that. I'll get more spies, and I'll send some to the Soviet Union, who will eventually attack us. Wait, I have air wings on standby. How did that happen? Go, air superiority. And cast 2. Czechoslovakia has troops. Gimme. Army modernization. Let's check the casualties. Things are not that great, actually. I'm going to stop this attack and make these guys cautious, while you become an infantry expert, and so do you. Let's be on the defensive for a while. I don't have that many people to sacrifice. At least Italy is not involved, that's good. God damn it, I forgot to use the bloody cipher. I have no words. Every damn time. I wish you could automate this. Well, in that case, I shall activate this cipher and advance on cautious. Perhaps the cipher will be enough to break through a bit more. Who knows, maybe I can even encircle some German troops here. Got some operative slots free. I'm still hoping to defeat Germany before we have to fight the Soviet Union, but let's get a Soviet spy and start building up that network. Right, let's keep going. I know I could do this better probably, and advanced computing machine ahead of time, still worth it. Let's save our bonus for the best guns. We can boost the artillery in the meantime. Also, let's tweak our production a bit. I do have enough support equipment, I do not have enough artillery. About 10 factories on that, maybe 8, so I can just buy 1 tungsten. Let's keep pushing a little as long as the cipher is active. Soviet Union attacks Finland, not my problem, just yet. Now, I'd love for the Germans to attack the Netherlands and Belgium, although I don't think they can. Can they? Oh, they can do around Maginot. Well, let's hope they do, because this will stretch them even thinner and probably grant me a victory. Hungary has some more troops to send to the front lines. Let's take them. I wonder, you know what, if I pushed harder, I can probably reach Berlin. Maybe even cause the Führer to depart this world. Let's switch these guys to balanced for a bit and really try, because this looks passable. Also, next doctrine, please. Infiltration, assault. Yeah, try and rush Berlin. Then again, maybe it would be better to just cut off this part. Yeah, you guys try and do that. The cipher's up. Let's redo it. Should we pause the advance? Well, actually, we are making progress, so maybe not. Right, we're about to take this bit. Once you do, try and follow the momentum. If we can get Berlin this early, it would really boost our score. Do we want some landings from the Americans? I would love that. I just don't have enough convoys. Then again, I'll accept it. Even with this little bit, we'll be helped. Let's get the Dusko. You just have to get Dusko. Move some agents around. Can I actually push through to Berlin? That would be surprising, but very welcome. This looks promising. Let's send some through a different route. And one of you can actually cut off the northern part. We got stopped, but it's still worth it. You know what? Maybe I actually can get here. You guys, the motorized ones, go straight to Berlin, and you pin this unit so it can't reinforce. Unless there's actually troops there. There are no troops there. Huh. And we got Berlin. Cool. Should we wait for the cipher now? Actually, I don't think we should. We are mostly in the green. They are having supply troubles. Yeah, I think I'll just keep going. Follow Berlin. Let's see if Adolf does the thing I cannot mention on YouTube. Also, how are we on manpower? We're mobilized up to 4%. Yeah? Finland and the Soviet Union signed a white peace. The Soviet Union has not pushed towards fighting us just yet, which is great. I could do Between the Seas now if I wasn't in the Allies. Let's do the Atomic Physics Institute. Then we can do nuclear research for a boost in other research cheaply. And I am very surprised that Italy has still not joined this war. Germany is still very far from capitulation, but we're making really good progress, better than I expected. See, extending your border for them to, waste half their troops just garrisoning Czechoslovakia and Hungary really helped us out quite a bit. Speaking of Hungary, get me those troops. This is not encircled, but it's almost encircled. They really can't get a lot of supplies through here. No, Turkey, we shall not. How's my cipher? Still needs a month. Let's boost our concentrated industry. Yeah, I considered stopping the advance, but... oh, see, we've cut them off here. Nice. I've considered stopping the advance, but there's no need to. We're really making good progress. I could just leave these guys encircled and not kill them. I suppose we can if we can, concentrate them in one province. So, killing them will give us war score. Best guns, please. And this time I will actually use this. Best guns, please. White Death in Finland, but they're not at war. Well, fortunately, the Soviets have not started justifying on us, which is excellent. We can finish off the Germans. Now, I'm not sure if I actually want Italy to join or not. If Italy joins, I will be able to get all of Germany in the peace deal. If they don't, I will get most of it anyway, and the war will be shorter. So it's probably better for me if Italy does not join. Let's research a truck. Let's see if we can get these guys concentrated in one province, then we can stop attacking them. Then I can delegate some more troops to the main front lines and not exterminate the Germans. I don't need to exterminate them. They will be mine soon. Facility. I don't have any scientists, do I? Don't really want to spend points on this. I guess 25 is not a lot. Oh, right. There you go. Do the breakthroughs. This is really going well. Take Stralsund. And we got the German cipher. Let's use it immediately. Next doctrine, night assault. And we're actually doing quite well. They're 49% towards capitulation. Once we take the northern part, that should be it. We'll see. But we've broken their defense mostly. Boost infantry more. Now, I don't need to attack these guys anymore. I'll just halt. Detach some of these troops. 7, will 7 be enough? Maybe. Let's add a couple more. You can have a general. And you will just form a small front line like this. And just sit there. I think I messed something up. Right, again. You will form a small front line here and just sit on it. So the Germans cannot escape. But I don't need to kill them. Let's use that manpower later once we take over their territory. Now the rest of you, the ones without the orders, can join the main attack. Oh, I neglected the north. Let's just do this manually. There's not much left here. Take Kiel. And that's done. Right. Kingdom of Poland-Romania, triumphant. Mostly. Let's utilize domestic film industry. Excellent. I'd love to boost my stability, but I can only do that through raids, and that would temporarily decrease it, so I don't really want to do it right now. We could go to service by requirement. Oh no, we can't, because we're too strong. Okay then, let's do industrial concern instead. And finish the Germans off, because they just don't have enough troops to oppose us. And the cipher is still active. I will just increase the aggressiveness of my forces. Go aggressive. Roll in. Because they just can't defend themselves. Not with these troops. Not with this amount of troops. This will be over soon. Go on. By the way, how many troops did we... oh, god damn it. We lost almost 1 million people. But we are defending our right to exist. And crushing Nazis. So I suppose it's worth it. Maybe not to those people specifically. But to the nation, sure. So, where was I? Oh yeah. Please crush them. In a very quick and satisfying manner. I always really like this moment where you break the enemy defense and your troops can just waltz over and take everything without any major resistance. Do we want any Lend-Lease? Sure, why not? I'll take it. Maybe they'll forget to cancel it after the war. How far from capitulation are you? Almost there. Now, if Italy joined now, I would be able to create a collaboration government during the war once Germany capitulates, giving me ownership of all their territories. However, even without that, I have 87% war score, which should let me take, if not everything, then almost everything. And not having to fight Italy at this moment is actually pretty convenient. Next focus, what should we do? How about the National Defense Fund? It's pretty good. We still need to prepare to fight the Soviets, because they will not leave us alone. Although, we're quite fortunate because it's 1940 and they still have not attacked. We'll be able to finish off the Germans before having to fight the Soviets. And they will break against our defenses. And is that it? Yes, it is! Germany capitulates. And I have 90% war score. Can I take everything? Should I give this to Czechoslovakia? I probably should. Oh, I did not call them in. But I can return it to them later. But can I just select all? No. At least not initially. I will just take everything, because with 100% collaboration, I should have high collaboration, thus letting me use their factories as I see fit. Submit demands, please. Now, what do the others try to take? United Kingdom tried to change government. No. Not gonna let you do that. I'm gonna take it. Not with 90% war score. With 90% war score, I get what I want. Everything that I want. And even some ships after that. Submit demands, please. Now I could set up a German puppet. It can be pretty useful, but we can just make a collaboration government after the war. Yes. we shall take everything. Select all, you are not getting Hanover. Not with the amount of war score that I have. Now let's pass a few times to make sure there's no shenanigans, and then take all of their fleet too. Thank you very much, confirm, and exit. We have annexed Germany. See, I've done this 1,000 times, you've watched it 1,000 times, but it never gets old. At least, not to me. Maybe it does get old to you, I still love it. Now, we have two options. We can keep Germany and all their numerous territories with 100% compliance, which means tons of factories for me, or we can create a collaboration government, letting them use their manpower. We would get only 75% of their factories, but then they can make troops for us. Still, I do have a lot of manpower, I don't think I need to let them go. Also, we might need to demobilize a little, but I'm gonna have my coffee now. Let's pause for a moment to see how much industry we'll get exactly. Let's let the game run for a bit. That's better, 262, and we have been kicked from the Allies. No matter, we have no quarrel with the Allies, and they should not attack us. But that means we will be facing the Soviets alone, which, again, not really a problem once we've acquired the German industry. Also, that means I can spy up on the Soviets, although I did lose my extra spies. Let us do collaboration governments, of course, always. Great to do those. Prepare and auto-repeat. 262 factories right now from Germany. Well, in total. From Germany we get, how many? 139. I don't think this is correct. I am not currently accessing all that manpower. Oh, women in the workforce cancelled. I'd like to demobilize my economy, but just to war economy. Yeah, that's better. Let's do that. That will keep our manpower high. What else? I would like to return some territory to Czechoslovakia, too much, and maybe get some force going on the Soviet border. Perhaps having Germany as a puppet would be more beneficial to us, but I'll just stay like this for a little while, make our decisions. Also, attritional containment. Also, releasing Germany as a puppet will give me access to... I forgot to buy steel from my puppets, that's pretty silly. Where was I? Oh yeah, releasing Germany as a puppet will give me access to their steel on the cheap. I think we should do that, just not immediately. We should probably reduce the independence of Slovakia and Czechoslovakia, just so we can utilize their industry, because they do have a bit of industry. So let's maximize their infrastructure and build some military factories there. Now that we've been kicked out of the Allies, I could actually create my own faction. Theoretically, maybe we could have taken over the Allies if they didn't kick us. Well, too late for that now, regardless. But if we do between the seas, we could get the Scandinavians to help us. And Yugoslavia. That is something. Perhaps even Italy, although that would require a change in ideology there, which we could facilitate. So I'm going to do Between the Seas concept. Let's cancel National Defense Fund and start Between the Seas. Then again, perhaps what we should be doing is the forts on the Soviet border. Where is that focus? Central defense of Poland. Construction speed of forts, 25%. Now, allies are more important. Let's start with Between the Seas. Now, we're doing fine on manpower, but not kill the Soviets fine, just fine. So we have two good options here. Go to service by requirement when the opportunity presents itself, or use foreign manpower. I'm going to release Germany as a puppet government once that becomes available, and then start using their manpower. Just need to wait for the event to trigger properly. There it is. Provisional government of the German Reich. Yes, they have our blessing. There you go. Polish Germany has happened. Now we still have the Austrian lands, and I do not have compliance there. Germany did lose cores here once I released them, which is a bit of a pity. We also have Czechoslovakia's lands. I will give those back. So let's go to occupied territories, Polish Czechoslovakia, return territory. Actually, do I have a core on Zaorozhye? I do, but it's just one factory. Do I want to give it back? Not really, but I'd rather give back Sudetenland. I do not have compliance here, regardless. Yeah, I'll give it back. Let's be the good guy. Return territory. As for the rest of the territories, I will do civilian oversight and use the cavalry template for suppression, which is better than regular infantry. Right, Czechoslovakia has expanded. Thanks to our generosity, I shall invest in it so I can reduce their independence and steal back the industry I'm about to build. Well, theoretically, I could just build in my own territory, but this is fine. Now, my factories did go down, but Germany does have access to its focus tree again, which is very powerful, and they do have 2 million manpower. Almost 3 million, and I can use that manpower, so I will. Yeah, I should probably build my own civilian factories first, though. Yeah, let's do that. The problem with this specific path with Poland-Romania is that I do not get cores in this area here, because we cannot claim Livonia or make the Greater Commonwealth or anything like that. And we will be able to proclaim the Commonwealth, or will we? Perhaps not, because Memo went to Germany. You know what? It doesn't matter. By the time we have this territory, we'll have bigger fish to fry, like the Soviets. So, templates and equipment. Let's go to German templates, because we will be using lots of those. What do we want to use? I do have some anti-air. We could use that as a support company. We do have artillery too. Alright, I will be switching my army to use German soldiers, mostly. This looks pretty promising. Artillery, engineers, anti-air. We'll add recon to that. Yeah, this is pretty good. I will have to make a lot of artillery, but now I finally have the industry to do so. Yeah, it's this template. I click copy, and now I have it. Now let's call it Germans. And add recon. I can always remove this line artillery later. Yeah, this will do. And let's change the symbol to the skull one. And I'm going to be using this for almost all of my troops. We will lose some of the experience we've gained, but I don't really have the manpower to just field my own troops in everything here. So this entire army group is switching to Germans. I will be missing artillery, support equipment, and towed anti-air. But we will gain 1 million manpower. Let's do that. It'll take them a while to retrain back to full strength, but that's not really a problem. I can handle that. Go to the Soviet border, because this is our next fight. I mean, unless they leave us alone, which could happen theoretically. Now, production. Of course, infantry equipment. We're researching better ones too. We'll need some trucks, but that can wait. Anti-air. Oh, and some trains too. I do have some. How much tungsten do we have? We have no tungsten of our own, so we'll do that with multiples of 8. Also, let's cancel all that so we can reorganize our trades properly. How much aluminium do we have? Some. 3 from the aluminium we have, and an extra 8. We'll buy another, and let's go to 16 factories on artillery. No, that's not enough. Go to 24. And some more support equipment too, actually, because I will be doing those coalition governments on the Soviet Union, and those do require support equipment. This should do nicely. As for anti-air, 10 should suffice. For now, yeah, looks good. And the extra factories will go into just guns. Now, resources. I do have Germany as a puppet. They're a collaboration government. It costs me almost nothing to buy stuff from them. What are we using rubber for? Oh, I'm exporting rubber to Iraq. Tungsten is best to buy from our puppets. Although Germany has some tungsten. Not enough, but some. Same for steel. We'll also buy some tungsten from British Malaya, which gives us a small surplus, so I can make even more artillery. Right, reorganize the steel trade, and this is good. Non-aggression pact from the UK. Sure, we don't seek a quarrel with anybody. All of this was primarily defensive. We did invade Czechoslovakia, but we can justify that by wanting to protect them from Germany, presumably. We'll have to be creative with our history. Exercise up, get ready to fight the Soviet Union. Also do have some planes we've acquired from Germany. Not a lot, I'll just send you guys here. I'm going to leave this second army incomplete, and we'll switch our Polish troops to the German template too. Let's use up their manpower. But mostly this is for foreign troops that I'll be acquiring from Czechoslovakia, Slovakia. Should we release Austria? Maybe. Not so sure about that one. Perhaps we can get Greece into our faction. Then I can protect them from Italy and get Italy that way in a defensive war. That's something. Although we are non-aligned and there is enough world tension that I could just justify war goals. No need to do that just yet. You guys seem to be having some supply troubles. Should we investigate that? Bessarabia has not enough supply. Same goes for Vileika. I suppose I can make some adjustments. Let's make a hub all the way over here, and another one in the middle of Bessarabia. This should suffice. Some generals, please. Wieniawa, Długoszewski, Pilecki, Kopaniski. 1.5 million manpower in reserve. Equipment looking fine. Well, technically, it is possible that the Soviets will just not attack. Then we can simply enjoy our place as the world's new superpower, ruling over Poland, Germany, Hungary, Czechoslovakia, and Austria, and Romania. But we've dealt with the initial threat of Germany, so I think we will be fine. Alliance with the Baltic states has been bypassed because there are no more Baltic states. Let's do the North Sea. Do we want Finland involved? I suppose so. Finland was already attacked once. They did get their bonuses. They should be pretty powerful right now. Yeah, they can help us fend off the Soviets. I'm actually surprised that the Soviets made no aggressive moves so far. Oh, I don't have enough network strength there. Operation in progress, they have very good counterintelligence. We have a lot of political power, but we do have a use for it. It's not going to waste. Do we want to do the Finno-Polish Pact? We kind of do, but how long does it take to send a diplomatic mission to Finland? 35 days. So for this to work properly, I should do a different focus in the meantime. Also, why can't I do Mediterranean? This should be bypassed because Polish Czechoslovakia is my puppet. So this should let me do stuff with Yugoslavia. This seems like a small bug. See, I can bypass this if I own Czechoslovakia and Yugoslavia. But I can't bypass this if I just own Czechoslovakia and Yugoslavia is independent. I think this is a mistake. It should be either doable or bypassable in the current situation. Sadly, this will cut me out of allying Yugoslavia and Greece this way, or Turkey. But Finland, Sweden, Denmark, and Norway are still something I want to pursue. So, diplomatic mission to Finland, improve relations with Finland, and with Sweden, and with Norway, and with Denmark. Also, do a different short focus in the meantime. What do we have that's available and quick? Nothing really. I'll do National Defense Fund. It's not a lot, but the consumer goods factory boost will be quite useful. Also, our industry is going to boom soon. Panzerfaust, but, you know, the Polish version. Also, some more civilian factories, maybe. Yeah, let's do the civilian factories. Since the Soviets are not attacking, it seems like we do have the time to do this, using the German industry to build up our own. Resistance to occupation in Austria should not really be a big issue. I did go with civilian oversight, but that's mostly because I want compliance fast. 25%, this is not really a problem. Also, I am prioritizing garrisons here. This will be fine over time. I can invite Finland to my faction. Interesting. That will bypass the focus and save me time. Sure, I'll do that. Hey, Finland, come on in. Now I can bypass this, Finno-Polish Pact, click bypass, and diplomatic missions to the others. Start with Sweden, they're the strongest. Germany is making troops too. I will be adding all those troops to these extra armies. And now you guys don't have to go to the Soviet border. Although the Soviets are garrisoning their border, maybe they will be attacking me. Well, I am prepared. They will be attacking me, and soon. The Soviet Union demands the East. Well, I will not give it up, so stop exercising, and I will actually send more troops to reinforce the border. Even if they're having some supply troubles, this should be fine. Request forces, give me everything. Get over to the border. There's a chance they're going to land in Danzig, but if that happens, I'll just send an army to kill them. Right, how much time do I have for this? 13 days left. Let's let my guys get in position before I, obviously, reject them. National Defense Fund has been completed. We shall now invite Sweden into our faction. And when the diplomatic mission finishes, we'll do Norway and Denmark, and so on. Well, not so on. There's nobody else. 4 days left. 3, 2. Alright. Kingdom of Poland-Romania will not surrender without a fight. Or at all, to be honest. I don't think they can beat me. Well, there's supply troubles here. I suppose I should prioritize that, yeah. Make the supply depots. Will they attack? They do have a war goal now, but they do not have to use it. We'll see. The longer they delay, the better, because I'll get more allies. Norway, and more industry, and more collaboration in the Soviet Union too. I now have a faction, so I shall become the spy master, which means more spies. Give me Soviet spies. I wonder if Italy will actually fight anybody. Just fighting Ethiopia, and looks like they're happy with that. No aggressive moves elsewhere. Benito is surprisingly smart. And as soon as I said that, they attacked Italy. They attacked Greece. Greece might want to join my faction. Do we want to do that? I mean, I can handle Italy. It's also likely they will get into a war with the Allies. I would need to send troops here. Well, no, not necessarily. I could release Austria, then I would not have to send troops there. I would just need to support Greece. Can we afford to fight Italy and the Soviet Union? I think so, especially if we only put in a token effort against Italy. This is not something we have to do, but it is tempting, and it might be fun. So, let's go to occupied territories and release Austria as a puppet. This will separate us from Italy. Then, one army group on the Soviet border should really be enough to defend if we're not attacking. So you guys can go over to Italy and to Greece. Let's say half of you go here to prepare for a fight. Half, I said. But I will not be calling in Austria, so you'll just sit there. And the other half will go to Greece once they join my faction. Something's wrong here. 20 divisions only. I have 87 selected. Something must have gone weird. That's fine, we'll handle it. Now, Greece, join my faction, please. I will gladly fight Italy for you. Greece has joined. So the rest of you, just 20 divisions. I'm not sure how that happens, because the army group has 87. 20 are assigned here. 44 are assigned here. That's 64. What's with the rest? Did I make some order that I forgot about? Oh, I probably did. You guys probably have a separate order somewhere. The Soviets can now attack me, but they don't have to. Maybe they won't. And activate. I'm not calling in Austria, so this order will do nothing, but we will help the Greeks. Call to arms from Greece, I do accept. How do I get here? Can I get through Bulgaria? Or will we have to do naval stuff? We will have to do naval stuff. Volunteers, sure, why not? And Lend-Lease, of course. I accept everything. Invite Sweden complete. We shall do Norway next. Sweden, do you want to join us in our war against Italy and the Soviet Union? They refused. That is unfortunate. Why did you refuse, though? I improved our relations a lot, didn't I? Generated world tension. Oh, you goody two-shoes, Sweden, you. Got a Soviet operative. Can we turn her? That would be nice. Oh, I have an Italian cipher ready, but we're not actually doing much fighting, so we'll leave it for later. Also, let's boost our other departments. There's a small chance of an Italian naval invasion in the Baltic. I don't think it will happen, but if it does, we'll let it. There you go, new operative, just in time to rescue the old one. Prepare and go. My puppets want to join the war, they will not be allowed to do so. Allied manufacturing program, sure. When Italy starts being in trouble, I can call Austria into the war, then attack them from the north. For now, let's just save Greece. Soviet Union demands Bessarabia. We will not give up our territories. I think we are fine for a defensive here. How's the equipment? Alright. We can even add more artillery a bit later. Fighting on two fronts is not ideal. Why are you not assigned anywhere? Oh, I did assign you. This is where all the troops went. Alright. Actually, I'm going to use these guys on the Soviet border when they attack. Yes, we reject Soviet demands. Do you attack or do you not attack? I'd rather if they didn't. Not really need to fight them. We're doing nicely economically. Sadly, the operation to repeat this failed, but that's because all my spies are occupied. Norway, did you agree to join me? Also, diplomatic mission to Denmark and invited Denmark. Come on, Norway. They accept. Excellent. A small help, but a help nonetheless. More artillery boosts, please. Better artillery. And should we use the cipher on the Italians? Are you aggressive? Oh, I don't need you to be aggressive. Yeah, be balanced. This is fine. And I will actually use the Italian cipher. It's not doing much. I'm gonna switch these guys to cautious. I don't need to push the Italians out. I just need to prevent the Greeks from being conquered. And eventually Italy will fall and we will benefit. More industry, please. I'm still not sure if fighting Italy is the right choice, because technically it's not our fight. We could have let them, fight Greece. But we can get an Italian puppet out of this if we play our cards right. And the Soviets are afraid of us, which is good. I don't want to fight them if I don't have to. Denmark refuses. This is very disappointing. All we got from this is Finland and Norway. Perhaps they would be more accommodating if we weren't the invader of Czechoslovakia. Well, we can still maybe get Turkey, eventually. Let's boost our industry. I could start building force on the Soviet border. I kind of want to just maximize the factory count we have. Whoa, how did I get so many casualties? Oh, were we attacking here? Yeah, I'll just pause this so you guys only defend. I just wanted to stop their advance into Greece. Oh, this is problematic. Here, go, help. Retake the Greek bits, please. This is not necessarily the best choice, but I do have an agenda in this war. Netherlands joined the Allies, not really my business at the moment. Oh, good! UK attacked Iraq, Iraq joins the Axis. Axis are composed of Italy, mostly, which means the Allies will be fighting Italy, which I can use to my advantage. Excellent. Kuwait has joined. Yeah, so essentially, the Allies are at war with Italy now. I'm gonna use that to my advantage. Coalition governments can't increase their autonomy, can they? Oh, goddammit. The Soviet Union attacked. It's fine. I think it's fine. They're attacking, but I am holding in most places. Have a reinforcement. Actually, I left this army for that purpose. Hold this area, please. And we have researched the best guns. Time to start producing them aggressively. With a variant. Make lots of them. Also, give me more steel, Germany. All your steel belongs to me now. This is fine, I think. The Soviets should break their attack on our defenses. Also, let's use the cipher. This is the long game. I do not need to rush fighting the Soviets. I want the Italians to get exhausted fighting France, then we can hopefully call in Austria and crush them with the attack from here. Although, we are having supply troubles in the area. Austria did not build up their supply network too well. Let's get that done. How's the Soviet fight? Fine. We have the equipment, we have the manpower. We'll be okay. The French are pushing in, which is alright. Can I somehow make this into a war between the Allies and the Soviet Union? That would be beneficial to me. I don't have to do it, but it could help. Best artillery, please. We could do Plan East, but I don't think it's necessary. Just keep improving our industry for a while longer. How are the casualties? Okay, we lost 100,000 people to the Soviet Union, but we did kill 600,000. And I could call in Finland, but once again, I don't need to do that. The big question now is, do we assault Italy or not yet? I'm thinking not yet. I don't think they've taken a single province. This is alright. What do you guys want? Docking rights, sure. I don't mind that. I have no quarrel with the Allies. Let's accept all these. New operative. Oh, I lost one. Unfortunate. Just get over here and get me more collaboration governments. We got one already. I need two more. Let's send the two Soviet operatives there. Yeah, this is good. Let them exhaust themselves on our defenses. We could add level 1 forts. I don't feel it's necessary. We got the Italian cipher again, which would be beneficial if we decide to attack them. I think I should be able to break through here. Let's see, how much artillery do we have? Should I add more to my templates? I might need to do that. 5,000 in reserve. Let's have a look at the German template. If I added another artillery, how much would I need? Yeah, that's alright. Let's add that. And also boost our design. Extra troops, don't mind if I do. I think I will actually join this fight once the supply depot's here already. Whoa, what's that then? Right, I should have anticipated this. That's not really a problem. I'll just take this army, send it here. Just need to be quick about it. Be aggressive and kill them. It's just a small force, not a real threat. Do we want to do plan east? I suppose the local eastern plans could be helpful, slightly. And finish up the doctrine tree. Let's check the casualties. Well, 10-1. They still keep attacking, so let's let them. And of course, wipe these guys out. The Soviets keep killing my spies. Can I get some more Soviet spies, please? I can. Go on then. Coalition government number 2. Underway. Perhaps I should have started with army infiltration. Right, there's the UK and Sicily. I think it's time we actually join the war, because otherwise we might lose out on stuff. So, to the war with Italy, we shall call in Polish, Austria, and advance. This is looking good enough. I'll send some reinforcements once we've dealt with these guys. Also, we can be balanced. No, be aggressive. Use the Italian cipher. I should be able to break through here and then proceed from there. It's a pity I didn't manage to get Yugoslavia into my faction. If Italy declares war on them, I will be able to do that. Also, Hungary, give me some troops. Go to Italy. Looks like I underestimated their defense a little bit. Just a little bit, though. I still should be able to break through after a while, especially with the cipher active. Also, Austria, give me the troops. No, actually, no. You take care of that. Are you guys doing well enough? We'll take them out soon. See, we broke through. I need to gain ownership of the territory from Austria in a moment. Yeah, we are in Venice. Now, Austria, I need you to give me control of states. Well, you don't want to give me Venice. We'll keep Istria for now. Still do. Or a puppet. You give me what I want. Plan East. Let's do local plans. Oh, they have really reinforced themselves here. Right, you guys go to cautious. No need to exhaust yourself too much. Once we deal with Italy, I will crush them. I'm hoping the civil war in Italy triggers with me as the overlord of the newly created puppet. That will give me an Italian subject that I can use against the Soviets later. And also to just have an Italian puppet. Great food over there. The new territory is going to me. Excellent. What are the ciphers? Pause the Soviets. Focus on Italy. Benito Mussolini is deposed. Excellent. There will be a civil war. I do hope it's in my favor. Just to ensure that, I'm going to activate this aggressively. So maybe I'll get a little bit more territory and the newly created country becomes mine. We'll see. I don't have the most war score, I think, but I do have the most territory taken from them. Yeah, looks like France has the most war score. I'm not sure how this is determined exactly. Is it war score or is it territory? But with Mussolini deposed and all these troops encircled, even if the new puppet answers to the allies, we will still have a big foothold. Be super aggressive. Kingdom of Italy declared war on Italy. Show me. Right, that's the bad Italy. Where's the other Italy? It's my puppet. Excellent. Exactly what I wanted. Regno del Sud is mine, which means all of Italy will be mine soon. And there they go. Now remember, Regno del Sud is a puppet of mine. We check that in time. I personally do not have a lot of war score. It would cost me 400 to take everything. But if I feed it to my puppet, where are you? So the cost varies. So this is 1862.39 to give it to the Italians. It's much more to take it for myself. Regno del Sud gets it then. Let's give them Venice to make sure we have a land connection. Right, France. You want to give stuff to Ethiopia? We don't care about that. Greece wants... What do you want, Greece? Oh, you want to give it to my puppet? Excellent. Everybody's cooperating. I don't really want to fight for the Ethiopian land. I don't care about it. So let's keep feeding our puppet. It would be nice to connect the territories. What are you doing? Liberate to Albania and liberate to Yugoslavia. That's not something I want to happen. Greece wants to just give them the stuff. Right, I'll try to fight the Brits on these. On Istria, Northern Epirus. Do we care about Northern Epirus? Kind of, but it's not a core. So we don't care that much. We can just leave it. Istria is a core though, so that's more important. Let's try and take these two. No, we oppose that. We want to give Litorale to Yugoslavia. We object to that, and we object to Tuscany going to whoever you wanted to give it to. To the Duchy of Tuscany, no way. Let's try it that way. I'm going to ignore Northern Epirus, but we're going to try to fight for Istria and Tuscany. I can give up Istria, I don't want to give up Tuscany. Will my points be refunded? Some of them. Right, I'll give up Istria, we'll try and take Litorale and Toscana. And we'll forfeit Istria. How about that? Huh, still not enough for you. Alright, I'll try Tuscany. Just Tuscany. What did you do? Croatia and Slovenia have appeared. Well. That's fine. Okay, we got Italy. Regno del Sud is my puppet. So it's now Polish Italy. This is why I joined this war, specifically. Now we can focus our full might on crushing the Soviets. So, you guys, cancel your orders, all your orders, make a field marshal level order down here, and crush them, please. Also, does Italy own the Italian fleet? Lots of factories, lots of ships. Well, no, not lots of ships, actually. They don't own a lot, but it still might be enough to disrupt the Soviet Union. This is fine. Let's have a look at our faction. We're missing Yugoslavia and Bulgaria for nice borders. Other than that, pretty formidable. That's volunteers. Of course I'd like some. Please crush the Soviets for me. At least this bit. As for the rest of the Soviets, I'd like to build up a bit before that. UK's divisions have come, and Japan declared war on the Philippines, which is not my problem. And the Soviet presence in Romania is being eliminated. Also construction. I'll actually have to restart construction here after the Soviets leave, or are exterminated to be precise. Why are you attacking? Oh, it's the volunteers. We don't care. British volunteers fighting the Soviet Union for me. Let's do advanced radio research. Oh, no, that's a mistake. Let's do atomic research. Netherlands blockade stuff. We don't care. There's really not much I want here. I could build forts, but if I do build forts, they will stop attacking. And they are attacking, which is good, because they take way more casualties than I do. And I have a huge amount of political power. Let's improve work conditions. Sure, I can diversify elite forces, although I'm not using them. Do we want to bolster spirits? Not really. Yes, exterminate. Like a Dalek. Should we do artillery modernization? Not necessary, not really. I will do central defense of Poland, because it makes our guns cheaper. And boost the anti-air. As you can see, the Soviet incursion has been defeated, and their attacks are also being stopped. Now I'll just wait a little, fulfill my operations, and then we can crush them. I would also call in the Finns when we start fighting. You guys, go to the border. Prepare your attack plans. Japan attacks the Allies. You guys, take care of that. I have my own fight. Operation complete. The guy went into hiding. Not a problem. We'll replace him with Helena. I have a huge stockpile of stuff. We could add even more artillery to our troops. Make them even more crushing. But I do that. There'll be 27 width, which is not a problem. Soft attack will go up by 45. Sure, we can afford to do that. And maybe another... No, I don't have anti-tank. I should research another support company to add to those. Siam joins the sinking ship of Japan. We're going into the Soviet Union, so let's add logistics to our guys. Actually use this bit because we have so much political power. Normally using those design companies, in my opinion, is a bit of a waste of political power. But at the late stage, when you have so much PP, it doesn't matter. Switch over to participant, and there we go. The last coalition government has launched, and let's also infiltrate their army with the remaining agents. And you can rebuild the network after this. Oh, we'll have another agent. And we won't have to rebuild the network if I place him in position fast enough. But I want army infiltration, I want the cipher, and then we can start pushing. Soviet Union declared war on Iran. Alright. Hey, Iran, you want to join my faction? Iran is not allowed to join factions for some reason. Oh well, it's been nice knowing you, Iran. Oh, now Iran can join factions. Please join me. Oh, that's a mistake actually, because... well, I already sent it, but they're going to call in Finland and Norway, and I didn't want to do that yet. No matter, not really an issue. Hey Turkey, do you want to join? Obviously you do not. Yeah, Finland has joined. I think Finland can hold on, but I will be pushing back in a few months, so even if they have trouble, they'll be fine eventually. Actually, they're pushing back. Nice. The Allies are cancelling non-aggression pacts with me. I wonder why. Also, we have researched logistics companies. Should have done that earlier. Thus, I'm going to add them to my template. The main one. We don't have enough trucks, but we will have soon. Just need to build some. They produce quite quickly. Is it time yet? More or less. Let's request some forces from our subjects too. Well, Italy has lots. Do we even want to request them, or do we just want to let them do their thing? Italy, how much do you have, actually? 49 units! Feels like they got their proper Italian troops back. Yeah, I'll request that too. Which gives me 62 units to distribute. Which means we need another army group. Do we have any promising field marshal candidates? Not really. We'll just use the old field marshal. And we are out of generals too. Can we promote one, please? That's alright. Oh, he's a good field marshal candidate, actually. I should promote him. Then again, he'll get the malice. Nah, it's fine. Let's use them as they are. Let's crush the Soviets with overwhelming force. That might increase Soviet independence a little bit. About the local plans. Can I do all of those? Just 10% attack, but... do I have the cipher yet? 21 days, so I did this too early. Let's wait a bit. Is this already active? Yes, it's already active. Right, I'll wait for the cipher, then we strike. Finally. Also, let's use the repeating focus of suppressed subjects. And we'll be going aggressive. Very much so. The cipher is here. Alright, so now I'm going to activate the cipher, do all the local plans, because I have tons of political power and every boost helps, and activate all the orders, assaulting the Soviet Union with all ruthless aggressiveness we can muster. Let's go. And looking good. Oh, I should check casualties beforehand. 500,000, 225,000. Good enough. Crush them. This is looking very promising. Can we do new plans? We can, yes, once we get into territories. Keep doing that. We have the political power for it. More local plans. It's a small boost, but it keeps our momentum going, you know? It's a defense plan, but in all reality, it's not really a defense plan. It's a cut-them-up plan. Keep going. But I suppose it's good that it's called a defense plan. Sounds better to the public. Got Kiev already. This cost us a lot of political power to implement these plans, but I'm pretty sure it saved thousands of lives on our side. Let's check the casualties. We lost 100,000, they lost 500,000 since we started this offensive. Oh, the spy operations, both underway, both bound to finish soon. Okay, well, that's good. If I were to perhaps change one thing in my offensive against the Soviet Union, it would be to start spying a bit earlier so I could have infiltrated their army by now. So do we want to keep pushing this with the plans? Maybe a little. I want to keep some political power ready. Infantry expert. I really don't have any good advisors. I need a logistics guy and a regrouping guy. I think the balance of forces and who is winning is pretty apparent right now. I really like going full aggressive and having such overwhelming strength that it doesn't really matter what the enemy does. The game does not automatically create a frontline here, so you have to do it manually. But we are nearing Moscow. See, that's the way to handle the Soviet Union. With overwhelming strength, of course, but also just let them attack you until they destroy their own forces. And there it goes. 100% war score. Don't mind if I do. We shall take everything from all the participants. Also, give me your ships. That's not a lot of ships. Thank you very much. And I should have 100%, well, 90% collaboration. That's enough. And I don't really need to make a collaboration government out of them. I could. I don't think I want an independent Russia. This will do nicely. Now, we could keep this going. Actually, I could disband my faction by kicking Sweden and Norway out of it and then disbanding it, then declare war on Japan, join the Allies when we're in the same war, and then take over the Allies. But at this point, with the army, the factories, and the size we have, there's really no challenge in that. So I think I'm just going to be happy with my gains. I could take on the Allies now, but I don't really want to. So I'm going to end it here. Let me know how you liked it. It was a simple plan, a simple video, but I thought going back to the basics and going back to my roots, because I always play Poland, would help me get back into gear. And I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this quite a lot. I hope you did too. On to recording another one. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again soon. Goodbye. Oh, right, and do let me know in the comments what you think, because it's been a long time, right? But I did need that break.